Hello my friends, this is Dota Pop and our new project about money. And not just some money, but rather large sums for which professional teams exist. Hope it would be interesting for you and you let me know about this with comments and likes. This will be the top 10 position 5 players who have earned the most prize money in their professional player career at the time of the video's publication. As you can guess, the most of them are TI winners. And the first interesting information. To get into the top 10 of the richest position 5 players, you had to earn at least $1,200,000. Let's go! The 10th place of the richest hard supports is occupied by the Chinese pro Jeany. Hope I said his name right, sorry if not. Sunshine is the TI winner in 2014 with the team Newbie. Honestly, this victory pulled him into the top 10, but let's still remember that in the time when Sunshine plays, the prize money was more or less than now. For example, the first place at the TI 2013 Tongfu, for which Sunshine played, earned just over $200,000. But for the 5th place at the International 17, Virtus Pro earned more than $1,100,000. Sunshine is the star of the first generation of Chinese Dota 2 players, and now he plays for the team Old Boys, which consists of 10 retired Chinese players. To be honest, Old Boys does not play anywhere, but maybe we will see them in the future, who knows. Number 9. Zeng Hongda is a real veteran of Chinese Dota 2. Faith took part in all internationals except 2. He missed 2016 and 2019 tournaments. He is the 2012 TI winner with Invictus Gaming, where IG beat Navi in the grand finals and won $1 million. As you remember, in 2017 for the 5th place Valve paid $200,000 more. But the biggest prize money earned by Fate at the TI 2017, when Newbie lost to the Liquid 0-3 and finished second. The team earned more money for the second place than IG for the first place in 2012 in 4 times. In 2019, Fate returned to Newbie, but we are unlikely to see any new achievements of this player, because in May 2020 he and the entire Newbie team were disqualified for all tournaments for life. Place number 8. Alexei Solo Berezin, the former captain of Virtus Pro. Mostly Solo earned the prize money on 2 internationals, in 2017 where the Bears lost to Liquid, and in 2018 where they were stopped by evil geniuses. In both tournaments VP took 5th place. It is also worth to note the victory at the VESC 2017 as a part of the Russian national team. It is interesting that the Russian team included 4 players from Virtus Pro and no one who played for the Ukrainian team was replaced by the next carrier of the Bears ILTV. Generally 2017-2018 was the time of Virtus Pro. They won several majors and both times were considered as one of the favorites of TI. But so far Alexei and the Bears have not been able to win or even to get onto the podium at the main event in the world of Dota 2. Hopefully this year Solo will be able to climb to the top, but without Virtus Pro. Number 7 is a Malaysian support of Team eHome, Ixnova. I think that Ixnova is one of the best position 5 in the world, and his gameplay for PSG LGD is a real proof of it. He has been playing Dota since 2012, but all his victories are associated with only one team, PSG LGD, which he joined in 2018. In PSG LGD, Ixnova lost to Team OG in the dramatic final and took second place at the TI 2018. Winning 2-1, the Chinese team needed only the one win, and on the first map PSG LGD were leading 15,000 and able to lose. And on the Decision's 5th map, the Ixnova's team was leading for 25 minutes but another fail and silver medals. In 2019 PSG LGD were considered as one of the favorites of the international, especially the tournament was held at its home stadium in Shanghai. But in the final of lower bracket they were stopped by the Liquids, who won 2-1 after losing the first map. That was the second big disaster for Ixnova and all his team. PSG LGD really hoped in 2020 to reach the top, but the pandemic of COVID has made its own adjustments.
Sorry that we lost and hope to come back stronger next year.
Finally we see other PSG LGD with another position 5. but we talk about him later and wish good luck to Ixnova. Jean Y. Yiping is a new captain of PSG LGD and the place number 6 of our richest position 5 in Dota 2. As you can see from the prize table, Y has the one important achievement. But it's not just important, it is most important in the career of pro player. He is the captain of the 2016 World Champions with Team Wings. Basically, this is what a successful pro player career is all about. Get together once and win money for the rest of your life. And then you can play for fun with your friends. Honestly, I've watched a lot of Y's games in Team eHome. Well, strong hard support, nothing special. Let's see what can win modern PSG LGD with his new captain, Y. 5th place of the richest hard supports is perhaps one of the most controversial players in modern Dota 2, Fly. From the start of his career, Fly goes side by side with Tail. However, before the 2018 TI, Fly announced his move to Evil Geniuses, which indescribably surprised not only the Dota 2 community, but also his best friend and captain, Tail. As you remember, karma is a fair thing, and it was the Team OG who knocked EG out of the upper bracket just to become champions later, though without Fly. Nevertheless, Fly is one of the strongest position 5 in the world. He participated in all internationals except first 2. However, the highest place is just the 3rd in 2018. Please note that OG the only team where Fly won Tier 1 tournament. There is no any first place with other teams. Puppy is a participant of absolutely all TIs in Dota 2 history. Clement took a lot of different places at the main event. By the way, he never took the 3rd place. He is champion of the first TI with Natus Vincere. Twice second in 2012 and in 2013 also as a captain of Navi. Puppy approached each main event as a favorite, but he has not achieved more serious success on TI. An interesting fact that at the last 3 tournaments Clement together with the Team Secret were knocked out by the team of another famous captain position 5, Kuroki, and his guys called Team Liquid. As you can see from the table, the main prize money was earned on the last internationals. The interesting thing is that the money earned on the Shanghai Major in 2018 was more than price of winning the first TI with Navi. Team Secret has just been destroying all opponents in all tournaments in 2020. The same happens at the beginning of 2021, and if the TI were still held, it would not be surprising to see Aegis above Clement's head again. The 3rd place is occupied by Peter Dagger, known as Peter Pandem or just PPD. Captain and legend of Evil Geniuses, TI winner and double 3rd place, that's all PPD. PPD is the author of one of the most shocking news in Dota 2. A week later, after winning TI 2015, he kicked AOE 2000 from the team and took RTZ instead. Peter explained such an unusual step by the fact that despite AOE's high skill, he often makes mistakes under great pressure, creates a nervous atmosphere in the team and simply does not know how to communicate with partners. PPD left the team having suffered a disastrous lose to Team Empire at the International 2017. After that, amongst Peter's achievements was only the 2nd place with Optic Gaming in 2018 at the Major in Birmingham, where PPD lost to Virtus Pro in the final. In 2020, after a lackluster performance with Ninjas in Pyjamas, Peter PPD Dagger retired from his professional career. Nevertheless, after a long pause, we see Peter as a captain of Sad Boys, an American team with other veterans of Dota 2. But Sad Boys' performance was really sad, just 2 wins in Division 1 of NA. I think it was not difficult to guess who take the first 2 places. That's right, these are the team captains who fought in the past international for the first ever twice TI winner in the history of Dota 2. And the 2nd place of the richest position 5 is the former captain of Team Liquid and now the captain of Team Nigma, Kuroki Salehi Takasumi. Kuroki is the second player in the world along with Papi, having participated in all internationals.
I'll just finish my sentence real quick, which means that Kuroki is the first ever professional player to play every single hero in competitive Dota 2.
Not until the game is over.
As you can see, Kuroki is the first player to play all heroes at least once in competitive Dota 2. Kuro also became the first in the world who has 1000 wins in competitions, and the first pro player to earn $4 million. We wish good luck to Kuroki in 2021, and let's see who is the big daddy of hard supports. And the richest position 5 for today is a real big daddy from Denmark, Johan Sandstein. We all know him better as Big Daddy No Tail. By the way, he's also the most successful pro player among all esports, not only Dota 2. No Tail is the only hard support player who is a double TI winner. With his team, OG Johan won their last two internationals 2018 and 2019. Interestingly, Johan holds two anti-records in Dota 2 main event history. He has the highest average death rate in a tournament, it was 9.55 in 2018. He also has an absolute record for deaths in one game. This happened in 2017 in the group stage. He managed to die 20 times playing Pugna against Virtus.pro. Despite a long career since 2012, No Tail has played for only 5 professional teams. He has been playing for the OG since October 2015. No Tail is rightly considered as one of the main legends of Dota 2 and esports at all. In my opinion, he is an example of behavior in the situation with Flying Crit, where Johan kept calm and just won the TI, thereby pointing out to the guys that money does not always mean more than friendship or loyalty. You understand that life is fair, and by doing the right thing, you will be rewarded not only in Dota 2, but in real life as well. That was the top 10 richest position 5 in Dota 2. I hope you were as interested as I was. We have many more stories ahead, so subscribe, like, hit the bell. Thanks for attention.